you begin to grow and become, you'll find yourself becoming stretched and super extended. You might be a new mom or a wife or a beautiful lady that's in the process of starting her very own business. Wherever it is that you find yourself, you will have to soon learn the art of balancing it all. My channel, Tania Dawkins here. Super excited to have you join me, beautiful. And if you've never seen my face before, I would love to invite you to go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell. On my channel, I talk about all things connected to living the intentional lady life so that you can live a life and build a business that I know that you'll absolutely love. So I remember just being 23 years old and relocating what was literally my whole life to the state of Florida from New York City. And then a couple of short years after being married for some time, I found myself being a first-time mom to our amazing baby boy. And this process was something that was so stretching. It was even honestly overwhelming at times. But before I knew it, I was able to get some strategies down pat, really unknowing to myself. And I was able to consistently move forward with growing within the new roles within my life. So I don't know exactly where you are on your womanhood journey. You might just have become a new mom, or maybe you've had some children over the years. Maybe you're a wife, or you find yourself being a lady entrepreneur like myself. Wherever you stand, I totally get exactly what it means to be stretched at times, especially when some of these roles are super new to you. And one of the main things that has really helped me in my life in terms of helping me to play the balancing act game has really been to implement different strategies and habits and schedules and lists that I've been able to really implement within my life throughout the years. So some of the roles that I find myself playing on a day-to-day basis is a full-time ministry partner to my husband, and we have actually been in ministry for about 13 years now. So the year that I got married was the exact year that I became his ministry partner, and it has definitely been a journey of becoming. While I'm serving people at my local church, I'm also a wife and a mom to 3 amazing, beautiful boys under the age of 10 years old. On top of that, I homeschool as well as run different businesses within our household as an entrepreneur. Now you might be looking into the screen going, really? That is a lot of different things to do. But one thing that I've learned is the more that I've been intentional about, once again, implementing different strategies within my life and within my schedule, I have definitely been able to not allow for everything to go completely crazy. Now, let me just put this disclaimer out there that doesn't mean that everything is always perfect either. But I really believe that as a woman, because of the fact that I've had an interest in making sure that I am able to organize certain components of my life or create different things that would help me to do what it is that I desire to do within my family, within my businesses, within my ministry, within life, I've definitely been able to create a life that consists of very intentional and strategic planning so that I can definitely get as much as the different things on my plate done in the most effective way. So I want to start off by talking to you about the importance of schedules. And if you are a mom with children and this is something that you're still struggling with, or if you're a new entrepreneur, even if you've been in the way of entrepreneurship for some time and you're still struggling, then these tips are definitely going to be for you. Now, one of the first things that I want to go ahead and mention about schedules is it's important to realize that when you are putting together or establishing a schedule within your life, then you are creating a routine. But routines really do not work out for us as human beings unless we are consistently doing them. And so when you finally get an established routine together within your household, within your life, within your entrepreneurship endeavors, I mean, whatever it is that you have to get done within your life, you'll find that you're really in this relaxed state. You're not all over the place. Things are not going absolutely crazy, but you almost feel like you have another level of control. Another reason why having an established routine is really, really good is because not only does it keep you quote unquote balanced, but it keeps the other people that are connected to you, whether it's your children or your husband or the people that you have to serve in your business, it keeps everybody pretty calm at the same time. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy about creating schedules is that your schedules really are connected to, once again, your routines. And once you have an established routine within your life, then you have the opportunity to be able to totally reach the goals that you have set out to reach. And so, for example, as a YouTuber, among all of the other things that I mentioned, it was super important for me to get really intentional about the time that I set aside to be able to put together my YouTube videos. Now, I don't know if you understand the process of doing YouTube, but it really, really is so many different components that you have to put together when you're doing it in a very serious way, or you're serious about your YouTube career. So I had to make up in my mind that I was going to establish a routine by creating a schedule for my YouTube channel. And then after doing that, I found myself becoming way more productive and not completely worn out about being all over the place. Now, do things go exactly the way I plan them all the time, even with regards to my YouTube channel? Absolutely not. But for the most part, I know that things will work out absolutely smoothly when it comes to me recording my videos or making sure things are getting published or whatever has to be edited, or even when it connects to my YouTube thumbnail, I know that things will be in order and in place because of the fact that I have a schedule and an established routine to make sure that all components are getting pumped out just the way that they should. Another amazing thing that you'll find when you put together a time-block schedule or a different list or different schedules in general is that you'll find yourself feeling a sense of accomplishment. And who doesn't like to feel accomplished, especially when you find yourself doing so many different things like many women find themselves doing? When you can be able to reach for that win, to say that you've accomplished something that you have set out to be a goal within your life, there is so much satisfaction. And then at the same time, I believe if you're a mom or a wife, you really get the chance to be able to be an example to your household, which in most cases is really dependent on you for so many different things. Now, in order for me to be able to create other routines and schedules within my busy life, it's important that I use planners and time block calendars as well as other lists to be able to get this done. Now, it's important to realize for your life versus my life, this is gonna look totally different. And then we all have our own styles of learning and doing different things. For me, when it comes to putting together different schedule and task lists, it's important for me to connect those schedules to the particular season that I'm in. So for example, because of the fact that now it is the summertime, I've had to switch up the usual schedule that I have for the fall and the winter time when the children are in school versus now that they're out of school and I have a bit more time to be able to do majority of the things that I love to do for myself. Now, I love being a homeschooling mom and a wife that loves to take care of her family and serve women within ministry as well. All of the dreams, the hopes, the desires, and everything that Tamia Dawkins loves to do is super important as well. So I oftentimes will find myself utilizing my summertime schedule to really focus on building out the different things that I want to do for me, knowing that when school time comes up and it's time to homeschool my 3 children, I'm gonna have to really invest a lot of my energy in focusing on helping them in terms of their education. So what you can go ahead and do is begin to really look at the time that you're carving out in terms of schedules at a place of making sure that you're redoing your schedule on the basis of the different seasons that are transpiring within your life. And by doing this, you'll find yourself just planning ahead of time. Maybe you'll also find yourself not becoming super frustrated if you can't do certain things in one season because of the fact that you know that another season is coming up that you'll be able to do exactly what you set out to do. Now, in order to be able to create whatever seasonal schedules, that I want to be able to plan out, there are different productivity tools that I definitely use. Now, I'm old school in a way because I love to write down different things within my planner, but then I'm kind of new school because I love to use a time block schedule. A time block schedule basically allows for you to go ahead and carve out different blocks of time so that you can do all of the different tasks that you want to do in that time that you set aside. And by doing this, you really are creating new habits within your life. And before you know it, you don't even have to look at the time block schedule because your mind and your brain tells you, hey, you have to do this at this particular time. Now, if you're a new mom, this is something that could possibly work for you, but then at the same time, don't completely stretch yourself or try to bind yourself to a time block schedule because of the fact that small babies can be so unpredictable and you don't want to find yourself overwhelmed. Eventually, it is super important to get into a routine, but while things are new for yourself and the baby, don't stress out about it. Now, if you want to learn more about how you can go ahead and put together a time block schedule, you can check out this video right here. I talk about all of the intricate details that will help you to put together a time block schedule that you'll absolutely love and that will absolutely work for you in your life. Aside from using a time block schedule, some of the other tools that I love to use that helps me in terms of productivity is an app called Asana. In Asana, I have the opportunity to create different boards and to really schedule out time so that I can see the different tasks are being done within my business in particular. So most times I do connect the Asana app to my business. It helps me to keep different things organized. So for instance, if I'm going ahead and I'm doing a digital product, then I can go ahead and put together all of the different steps that need to get done in Asana, and then I'll know exactly where I am in the process of planning this particular product. Another amazing tool that I use to help me with productivity in terms of my life and my household, but particularly again in terms of my business, is Trello. Not only have I been able to use Trello just primarily for different components of my business, but I also created a product that helps you to be able to have all of your content scheduled out and really walks through the different components of how you can do that within this product. And I connected it to a Trello board among all of the different courses that are in this particular product. What I'll do is, if you have an established online business and you really feel like your content is all over the place, even if you have a YouTube channel, I'll make sure that I put this in the description box down below. It'll really help you to get clarity on just content in general, which is basically any resources or information that you put out on the internet. For example, even when it comes to you having a YouTube channel. Now, in terms of Trello, Trello's a productivity app that's very similar to Asana, but the layout is a lot different. I find myself really utilizing Trello when it comes to doing different things that connect to my YouTube channel, of course, and other tasks that are within my business as well. But you can use Trello if you want to do things like meal planning, as well as literally any task that you want to lay out that you have to get done within this particular productivity app as well. Now, my advice to you, if you're new to when it comes to scheduling, is just that you pick one productivity app. Let it be that you're just doing the time blocking schedule that you can create reminders in, or you can go ahead and do, let's say, the time block schedule and then let's say the Asana for your business. But don't go crazy with trying to utilize all of these different productivity apps. Go ahead and try to figure out which one works for you and then kind of stick to that one so you don't find yourself all over the place. Then when you get to this place where you feel like you really have a hold on your schedule and you created the new routines and habits, then you can go ahead and possibly add another one. Now, when it comes to the time block schedule, it's super important for me to make sure that I'm breaking up my routine from a day-to-day basis in 3 particular blocks. Now, these blocks consist of the morning block, the midday block, and then the evening block. Now, once again, I find myself rigidly following my time block schedule, more so when school time comes around and when the winter and the fall comes around, because I know that I have to definitely be on point with different things. As I mentioned before, when it comes to the summertime schedule, I find myself kind of more relaxed. And then as we are creeping into that time of having school for the boys or me homeschooling them, then I'll begin to tighten up the schedule a little bit more. And so, for example, we are in the month of July. We're at the end of July right now. I've begun to let our boys know that at around 11 o'clock, it's important for them to do some schoolwork, even if it's on their iPad and they're sitting with that schoolwork for about an hour, because I'm prepping them and their brains and their little bodies to get ready to get in school mode. Because once school starts, we can't be in that same mindset of being super relaxed like we are in the summertime. So I figured, listen, school is a month out, let's go ahead and get a fresh start. And so it's the same thing for me. I'll try to get up earlier because I know when school time comes, I have to get up either at 4:30 or 5 o'clock a.m. so that I can get all of everything that I want to get done for me, and then get the boys up around 7:30, close to 8 o'clock, so that I can get their day going as well. Now, connected to my time block schedule of morning blocks, midday blocks, and evening blocks are also daily to-do lists. Now, these to-do lists really help me to stay on task in terms of obviously the things that I need to do on a day-to-day basis. I also have a weekly schedule that lets me know what I need to be doing in particular on a particular day. So for instance, Monday is usually my recording day for my videos. And then also within that weekly schedule, I'll make sure that I put in the day that I'm gonna upload my videos so that I don't forget. Because among everything else that's going on in our household, it is super easy to forget that certain intricate details have to be done throughout the week or within a day. Now, we have this saying in my house, if it doesn't go on the calendar, then it does not get done. And this has proven to be true. So make sure you check out my time block schedule video so that you can begin to learn how to schedule yourself and your tasks so that you consistently show up. Now, by establishing my daily to-do list and also my weekly to-do list, I find myself really becoming satisfied and accomplished because of the fact that I've really been able to hit these goals. And really and truly, by setting out different schedules, you find yourself making so much more progress than rather just trying to do everything at the same time. You really have direction. It's important to know your personality type when it comes to these different things as well, because if you have more of a type A personality, which I say I developed more so when I became a wife and a mother, then having more of a productivity mindset as well as a schedule can totally help you to be calm, cool, and collected. So in the comments down below, let me know which one of the productivity apps that I mentioned, whether it's Asana or Trello, or if you want to do a time block schedule in terms of using Google Calendar, which one are you going to try to see if you can go ahead and implement within your life? Now, once again, I really want to stress the importance of you taking everything that you're doing that might be new in terms of managing your schedule, putting together your different time block schedules and other productivity apps, literally taking it one step at a time. Now, there's one more thing that I absolutely have to let you know, and that is that I absolutely believe in you. I hope that this video was something that is going to help you to be able to get on track with everything that you have to get done within your life. I will see you again here soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Ciao.